Oh, goody.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Zombies here again, and today we're back with another Marvel Snap video. So, patch came out today. Got a lot of new Datamined information to go over. We're going to take a look at that in just a minute. But first, if you've been playing on mobile, you've probably noticed that there are some really bad issues going on right now with performance, and there is a fix for it. So, if you download the patch, you've probably seen a lot of freezing. I was experiencing a lot of that after I downloaded it. Apparently, you have to go into the settings and click download all assets. Now, this takes a while. I have a pretty fast internet connection, and it took me well over 20 minutes before things actually improved, and it required me restarting the game. But yeah, if you're having a lot of issues on mobile with bad performance, that is how you fix it. Just go into the settings, click the download all the assets, and you should be good. Just give it some time. But yeah, let's move on to the Datamine information. So we can see our June season is going to be around the Eternals. Gilgamesh is going to be the Season Pass card, with Blade and Hela being Season Pass variants. We scroll down, we got a bunch of new cards here. Let's take a quick look at them. We have Makari, a 3/3. After the turn ends, run from your hand to a random location if possible. Lena, 2/1. After each turn, +3 power if you played exactly 2 cards. Gilgamesh, 5/2. On reveal, +2 power for each of your other cards in play with increased power. Cersei, 5/7. On reveal, transform your other cards here into random cards that cost 1 more if able. Bastos, 3/3. On reveal, give each card in your deck -1 cost or +2 power. And then Arshem, 7/7. At the start of the game, +1 max energy. Shuffle 12 random cards into your deck. So yeah, kind of interesting stuff here. I think Fastos seems like probably the best one of the bunch. Early scalers are powerful though. Athena might be good. Makari could be good just because 0/3 seems fairly decent. The fact that you don't have to pay for it. But yeah, these are early data mines, so the odds that these cards change in some way before they come out in June is usually pretty high. Arshem's pretty neat though, the first 7 cost card. And it definitely does not seem like a very competitive card, but it just seems like kind of a fun random meme I think a certain section of players will quite enjoy. Then we have some updated card stuff here. Not going to talk about this a whole lot. The TLDR, they murdered Alioth, RIP, fighting for priority. They buffed Lady Deathstrike, so now she actually has more power, but she still does the thing she did before, which is destroying cards at 3 or less power. Now she has a bit of a better body. They changed Sandman to be a 1-turn only effect, but having a bit more stats to make up for it. And I think probably the most controversial change of the bunch is changing Zabu to a 2/3 that is an on reveal, where it only affects your next turn. And this change reminds me a lot of the Mobius change, to be honest. I think that this very much reeks of their whole temporary play environment type of thing. Where they're like, well, we're going to try this out, and maybe if it doesn't work out, we'll change it back later, or change something else later. But it is very ironic to me that they're finally choosing to do this to Zabu, who has, had a very warping effect on the game for a long time, at a time where Zabu isn't actually being played a whole ton. And it feels like Hope Summers has kind of stolen the spotlight from Zabu, and decks trying to ramp out bigger things rather than ramp out additional 4-drops. So, a weird change. This card seems really bad now. Yeah, I don't really understand why they're doing this. It just seems like a pretty terrible change. We got some new locations and a new Conquest variant here. Locations for the Eternal season. World Forge. Replace one of the other locations each turn. And the Eternals arc after turn 5. Flood the other locations. Pretty cool Mysterio variant, presumably for June Conquest. We can see spotlights have been updated here. Obviously, these aren't 100% confirmed, but this is about as good information as we're going to be getting. So we can see first week, Nocturne, Kyera, and Selene, and Sage, Tribunal, Legion, Namora, Black Knight, Scar, and Sasquatch, Havoc, Ravonna. But we do have some additional ones, which are the spotlights for June. So we have Athena, Grandmaster, and Gladiator, Cersei, Phoenix, and Meek, Makari, X-23, and MODOK, Bastos, Spider-Ham, and Corvus, and then Arshem, Hercules, and Black Swan. We do see some more spotlights here, but these are very incomplete. We can see Nebula is apparently coming back in July. Darkhawk and Beta Ray Bill also in July, as well as Proxima and Hope Summers. New Ultimate variant for Selene, and a lot of other new variants that'll be joining the game at some point in time. There are also 2 new albums that are going to be making their way into the game, I believe, in June. Let's take a look. I'm not sure if there's a date on those yet. We can also see some emotes. This Darkhawk one in particular is pretty funny. They've added a new section to the shop, so there is going to just be this cosmetic section. Right now it has emotes. Emotes are 2,200 gold. So if you've been wanting to get an emote and you've been holding on to a lot of gold, maybe that's for you. I don't think it's going to be super valuable to a lot of players. 2,200 is a lot of gold. But it's nice that there is an option to get emotes outside of just completing albums, as previously that and the season pass were really the only ways to get them. So nice that there's a new way to do that. And then the album. So we have the Peaches for Me album here. A lot of these are unreleased, and supposedly the Thanos Peach Momoko is going to be the reward for this one. And then Boss Babies here, another one with a lot of these I think have been released. But I don't think we have exact dates on these, but I imagine they probably are coming in June, if not later on. Now, we did also get something mentioned in the patch notes that has since been deleted, and that was the ability to apply a split you have already gotten on one card to another variant of the same card. Apparently that was not put in there intentionally. That wasn't coming with this patch, but probably I'd imagine will come with the next patch, as we are getting 2 patches this month to kind of reset the normal timeline cycle. So keep an eye out for that, probably at the end of April. No update on the Spotlight Keys situation just yet that I've seen. If you haven't noticed, Spotlight Keys currently are not available. You still have all the keys that you have saved up, but you can't really view the keys or use them anyway in-game right now until they resolve the issue that people are having with getting the new card via Spotlights that popped up yesterday. Hopefully we hear more about a fix and whatever possible compensation is coming later today. I'll try and keep you posted on that. When I know more information, I'll update it in the comments below. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. Let me know what you think of the patch, data mines, the things that were changed. I'd love to hear it. And if you enjoyed it, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.